I'm going to stop you right there while I'm thinking about it. So, yes, we've already seen eyes turn black. And what you're talking about in Alberta, Canada, I have, and I can't remember her name, Sharon something. Anyway, she says Alberta, Canada, locking her up in a hospital. She asked me for something. So, I mean, there's your crimes against humanity confirmation right there. It's in the comments of my Facebook. I mean, you'll have to go dig through that shit. I can't, but I mean, all I can do is tell you that it's there. Now, you're talking about energy manipulation, and I have talked about this several times. If you have a Reiki master that is attuned to any kind of angelic protection, and they try to use anything against them, okay, I don't know this to be fucking true, but did they ever figure it out? There was a Lana Del Rey concert. Okay, well, if I hear the word ray, I'm going to see them trying to slide some kind of ray into that situation. Anyway, there was a huge energy wave. Did they ever figure out what that was? In the ancient times, you would have like 10 to 15 masters that would be at the end, be behind the warriors. The warriors would run. They would glide, the samurais, whatever. They would do their thing. And then you would have a formation in the back. And they would be grounded and centered and protected in the present moment. And when negative energy would charge at them, they would hit their protective shield and be blown backward because of the negative energy. It would short circuit the situation. It's Qigong techniques, ancient techniques. Now you're talking about them conjuring, and I already went through the voodoo shit. It's whatever, them attacking the crown chakra, attacking the heart chakra. I'm obviously the glowing bodhisattva. Okay, so it's what it is. I mean, the earth angel energy is in my birth chart. You can't deny that at this point. So, if you have them conjuring an ancient demon, cool. What is this thing that no longer affects people directly in front of me because of the light? When I was in Clark County, you've got Nevada problems. Cool. The whole time I was in Nevada, there was influence. Everyone I dealt with, they had the glazed over fucking donut face. That's what I call it. When you're talking to somebody and they just absolutely reject anything that you say. Chosen 144 talked about these spirits of influence jumping from NPC to NPC, controlling the narrative. It's a fucking spirit of influence. If you go into the Ascension Glossary, it will tell you how they energetically bind themselves to one of your 7 houses of ego. If you're not spiritually protected, then you're open for influence. It's not that hard to figure out. I'm getting calls of people hearing voices and whatnot. You know, my concern is, so you're hearing voices. So when you get within my aura, do I now have a trigger demon in my midst? It's what it is. It's what it is. And yes, I've got people going to the hospital all around me. I have people losing arms and legs. It's cool. Who had the voodoo doll? That's the first question. Who had the voodoo doll? I play with Reiki teddy bears and haven't even brought that information out yet. Haven't even brought that out into the school yet. That's what it is. I don't need it. I can put fucking any intention I want to on my Jose Silva screen, and my ask and receive is infallible. So it's what it is. I mean, surrogate sessions for teddy bears, yes. I've had the training, but you're trying to have the experience. There's no need for it. Just it's the same as a surrogate session for QHHT. We've got the classes, we've got the training, but out of 40 documented death experiences, we never needed a surrogate session for the QHHT. The information's available if we need it, and we're absolutely able to try it. We're trained in it. But you've got fucking people getting in the way. Great. So now that you have, and it's what it is, you're right. The sob story that they're giving, it's cool. If they can't give me a fucking review or call me, if it has anything to do with me, smack them. Smack them like the child that they are. It's what it is. No, you got people that are in fear now. Great. Fear attracts the jinn. Cool. That's jinn possession. Nothing I can do about that. Right? Why they influence you. Oh, he's a psychopath. He doesn't have any fear. Well, yes, I deal with the paranormal. Fear attracts the jinn. That's why they coined the phrase. Don't fear the jinn. You fear the jinn, they possess your ass. There's 3 ways they enter your body for jinn possession. Fucking do your research. And I'm going to be an asshole about this shit because it's what it is. I don't anymore because my aura is too bright. Right? It erases them. People that are running on negative energy, they knock the applesauce off the shelf in Wally World. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. What comes around and goes around is they're now reaping karma. They're reaping what they've sown, and the only person that could help them can't. That's what it is. That's what it is. If they're catching karma because of what they did to the karma Earth Angel, they're 50 shades of fucked. I can't do anything. That's what it is. They have to get right with the divine. I can't do anything like that. They will be forced to heal on their own. There's nothing I can do for them. I have to change people. I can't deal with those people. They're learning karma for fucking with me. So that's what it is. They have to go over there and do their thing. That's what it is. I'm removing my spiritual protection, and they got to find their own 5%. That's what it is. What time? Right? I mean, I hear voices too. 7:07 on the clock. That's what it is, but I'm clairaudient. That's what it is. I'm all the spectrum of clairs and have taken all the classes with receipts to enhance the fuck out of them. So while I'm enhancing the fuck out of my abilities, people are just going to have to figure out theirs on their own. I can't do anything about those catching karma. However, when Chicago is talking about crimes against humanity in Alberta, Canada, yes, she's talking about being locked up, needing something over epilepsy. Okay, cool. Well, if you've got entities short-circuiting their neurological system, there's all the information that you need. If you're talking about direct energy weapons being used at music festivals, did they ever figure out? All you gotta do is go to YouTube and put in the Lana Del Rey fucking fiasco. They're playing music. I'm telling you, if they were doing anything negative, Reiki masters go to fucking concerts. Who knows? And that person wouldn't even know. They would just know that they're standing in the middle of a bunch of people being blown away. I'm protected and people are flying away from me all of a sudden. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know that to be true, but it sure fucking sounds like it could fit. Certainly sounds like it could fit. Other than that, you're talking about them conjuring an ancient demon and trying to bind it to an earth angel. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life. Angels chase demons. Angels destroy demons. I call in angels and they carry that shit to the light. That's what it is. And when you're talking about erasure and psychic defense and all that shit, yes, those were the classes of the students that are all catching karma for the Asian teacher that we've been talking about. That's that Leo energy that taught the teacher takes on the karma of the student. Great. How many students are all in the cards across the divine Pisces tarot land in fucking regret and whatnot because they wanted some fucking money or something? That's what it is. You get feds on the lawn. That's what you get now. You get feds on the lawn. Unemployed feds with PTSD armed to the fucking teeth. You get those on the lawn. However, yes, Chicago, I've seen the black eyes, right? The only problem is the best feeling on the planet is hearing what's the chatter larasha when I'm mirroring my moment out fucking around, stopping people in concerts, because what was the current affair then? I smelled them. I smelled them. I traveled all over looking for the cats that were running up and just injecting people in the crowd. Now you've got the energy of Pisces. Stay out of the crowd. Huh. Looks like what comes around goes around, and the past is coming back for Pisces. That's what it is. Yeah, I went down, I followed that shit down through divination. That's what it is. I'm trying to figure out human trafficking from getting locked up and end up coming across a traveling band of let's inject these people with poison in the middle of a crowd at a concert. Cool. Did it happen at the ACL? I sure saw a crowd that smelled funky and gave them the INFJ stare as a security guard. And got to hear What's the Chattel or Rasha say the coolest shit. She did. She said, Raw is on foot in Texas chasing demons. I thought, well, I am working security. Looking at black eyes all the fuck around me in the artist lounge. You want to trigger Machine Gun Kelly? Play Eminem when he comes walking into the artist lounge and you're the security guard there with your Bluetooth. You'll piss people off that way, and I'm good at that. So, you've got the black-eyed energy. Okay, cool. What is this ancient, because fucking they've got classes for conjuration. You can't deny that at this point. You can fucking research it. Demon and angel conjuration. Cool. So they're trying to bind a demon to an earth angel. It's the dumbest shit I have ever heard of in my entire life. However, it definitely explains how when I'm talking to professionals and they fucking go blank. When I'm talking to you and you look at me like this, I can tell you have exited the building. You're no longer in my reality anymore. You're in this reality. Because are you okay? And you'll pause for a minute before you can fucking tell me if you're okay or not. And you're supposed to be a professional. So it's what it is. Yeah, it's spirits of influence. That's what it is. And that's the problem that I'm telling you. When I was in Clark County, they're privately owned. And you're fucking talking to people. You ask them a question, they give you a smart ass fucking answer. And it's not like they're just being a smart ass. It's like, they're fucking doing their job. Confirmation. They're doing their job. They're running their program. They're doing the fucking daily task. They're running their program. And then you pause them and ask them a question and they have the look. Possession. It's a fucking absolute possession. And we've all seen it. When you say something to someone and they get possessed. And they don't even know. Because it's in the fucking motion. It's a jerky, weird motion. And we've all seen that shit. It's in Higher Balance Institute teaches that. So it's not like I'm telling you anything that you don't know. Or can't go and fucking do the research for. However, and I shut you off so I could babble. Because this is the day. This is Archangel Michael showing you who you can trust. They conjure fucking voodoo people. Come the fuck on. That's the absolute opposition to a Reiki teddy bear. I do past life regressions and take people through the death experience. And they're fucking Dexter. It's what it is. They're a nice guy on the outside and the BTK warrior. If you even want to call that a warrior. Anyway, I got shit to go do, but yes, thank you for that. Your Alberta, Canada fucking hospital crimes against humanity, that shit's in my Facebook comments. She says it. She says fucking, they're locking her up for epilepsy, giving her fucking weird shit. You're talking about energy manipulation, using music with animal sacrifice. Okay, cool. Pushing Up Daisy says go check out fucking Lana Del Rey. The Lana Del Rey energy fucking whatever that shit was about. That's what it is. That's what came to mind. Whether it fucking applies or not, it's cool to go watch. It's cool to, and anybody that is fucking give me a like. Go, I've seen that. Let me know in the comments. Because if that's what you're talking about, them using frequencies against each other, that's what I was talking about months ago. Why don't trust these fucking, you can't identify them. My meditation manipulation mind. 427 to accumulate wealth. Cool. You have no idea what that frequency is doing to you. You have no idea who's pumping it into your head or what the effects are going to be afterward. They don't use the miracle frequency in heavy metal. They use a weird to make you depressed. That's what it is. They're using vibration, frequency, and energy. Cool. Now they're going to weaponize that. Cool. What's going to happen when that shit hits somebody that's divinely protected? How will it affect the people that are around them? Looks to me like that's a good explanation on, we don't know what happened at the Lana Del Rey concert. Some kind of weird energy fucking wave. That's what it is. As soon as I saw that, that was the first thing I thought, was when the monks come, when the samurai masters come up behind the warriors, they fight and they stand there in the Gasho position. Fucking comes charging towards him. Fucking sonic boom. Fucking, it's what it is. You can't have those two charges of energy. They can't stand in the same presence with one another. So you have a 32-foot aura. I have a 32-foot aura. My 32-foot aura will fucking make you knock the applesauce off the shelf at Walmart. And it glows in my kitchen. Nifty as that is. Anyway. I'm going to listen to the rest of what you had to say, but I stopped you there because you've already got Alberta, Canada hospital situation. Cool. That's in my Facebook. You've got energy manipulation or energy weapons using frequency. Cool. How's that going to affect an energy worker that has angelic energy protection? That's what it is. I would assume the effects would be what happened at that concert they never figured out. Fucking go look. So what you tell me. You tell me what we're looking at. And as far as them conjuring some kind of fucking ancient demon, I'm telling you, Chosen 144 already talked about a spirit of influence jumping from NPC to NPC and influencing them. I just showed you what it looks like. I've seen it with my own two fucking eyes. People's eyes turning black. Yes, it's what it is. We've seen this shit. I've got people all around me losing arms and fucking legs from karma. That's what it is. You figure it out. Not my arms, not my legs. Namaste.